again. This is my home studio, my office, hangout, sanctuary. Got all the goods. We just got out of the studio. We recorded at the Parlor here in New Orleans. Fantastic setup over there. So now I'm in here all day, every day, mixing and putting everything together, putting the final touches on the record. I spend most of my mornings in here. I have a full drum kit. I would not call myself a drummer, but it helps a lot with songwriting. This guitar right here was my very first electric guitar as a gift from my grandmother. I don't play it a whole lot these days, but I like to keep it handy and keep it on display so that I remember where I began. This guitar over here was a gift from my manager. It's got a bunch of signatures of famous musicians, and I managed to get a few signatures myself on the road and at various shows. Corinne Bailey Rae, we opened up for her at House of Blues a couple years ago. Alan Toussaint, Cyril Neville. Right here, this little corner is where I spend most of my time. This is where the magic happens, as the kids say. This is where I do all my mixing and a fair share of my writing. I like to keep an acoustic guitar handy, just in case inspiration strikes. This is my favorite one. I've had this since I was 10. My dad gave it to me. I drew my mom on it. I love being from New Orleans. I think it has a lot to do with the type of music that I make. I don't necessarily make one genre of music. And New Orleans is a cultural melting pot. That term gets a little overused, but I think it's pretty spot on when it comes to a place like New Orleans. You know, you can add a little bit of soul, a little bit of rock, a little bit of funk, and then, you know, I fall into that somehow. Well, we just finished recording my 5th studio album called Fever Dreams. It's kind of a departure from what people are used to hearing from me. It's much more R&B, soul, which has always been my natural inclination. I've always considered myself a soul singer. How y'all feel? You want to just run one again real quick? We had 2 fantastic engineers in the studio, Nick Gutman and Matt Grondin. The band that we had in the studio was also on point. Rob Lee is one of my favorite drummers, so to be able to play with him is always a pleasure. Jesse Morrow is my bassist, partner in crime, straight thuggin'. Guitar, we had Takesha Morris. We had a string section. We had Jesse on the upright, and then Jack Kraft on cello. I had Jack on Wherever There Is as well. And Trenton Thomas, aka T-Ray, the violinist. So we finished recording at the Parlor, and from that studio I took all of the audio files and I bring them here to do the final mix, make everything shiny and pretty sounding. This is my passion. Music is a huge part of my life. It's always been my goal and my dream just to entertain people. I have a really supportive family. My grandmother especially, she is a big part of my life. I really just want to do this for her. I want to make her proud. Yeah. I have a song on the album that I wrote for her. It closes the album. It's called Sandstone. I actually got really emotional in the studio with the piano and the strings getting laid down. I hope she likes it. We'll see. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at Mia Borders or check out facebook.com/Mia Borders Music for the most up-to-date information you can find on yours truly, Mia Borders. You can also sign up for the mailing list at miaborders.com.